Again, still looking at strong winds just slightly aloft in the atmosphere, and at any point with this type of setup you can get those winds mixing down, and that's how you can get some storm damage popping up is with the stronger winds aloft, the high wind shear. Again, it's a low instability setup, some lightning being picked up in the Chenango County area, northern Chenango County area, but the main threat here is those straight line winds as well as any kinks in the line that do have some rotation. We have had a severe thunderstorm work its way through. It started all the way to the north of Cortland County through Chenango, now into Delaware County right now. That is in effect until 6:15. Straight line winds of about 60 miles per hour, the primary threat here with this severe thunderstorm, moving off to the south and east at about 35 miles per hour. And with this lightning occurring, you know, only about 10 miles away from where Speedy Fest is, definitely something to remain aware of as we work through the next roughly 15 minutes or so. The winds going away from the radar, but even a signature of some winds heading back towards the radar. And when we see that, that can be indicative of some stronger straight line winds dropping down, hitting the surface, and then spreading out. And they did confirm a tornado in the Pittsfield area. Now, the exact details are still to be determined because they're still currently surveying the area, but we do know that there is at least a confirmed tornado in the Pittsfield area that occurred yesterday. That puts our statewide count up to 7 on the year. Right along Route 26 as well, just south of Vestal, working its way to the south where some of that heaviest rainfall has occurred. But radar estimates here, you'll notice anywhere from 2 to 3+ inches here over the past 3 hours, which did prompt those flash flood warnings to be issued. You can really not pick out too much. There is a road here, but you just can't see it given the fog that is present. Now, this is a complete opposite picture of what our tower camera has looked like here. Absolutely gorgeous sunrise. You can see the valley fog here across the area with that sun that has continued to rise. But overall, not the worst weather here. We do have a few chances for some showers as we get into next week. But cooler temperatures, can't complain about lower 70s.
I love these temperatures. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely a nice day. Friday, pick of the week by far.
So before we came on here, we were talking about the story, and Jordan's like, I don't know who that is.
So, no, to be fair, you listed off some of the songs, and I think I know one or two of them.
Yes, nothing's going to stop us now. We built this city. Those are the two big ones.
They're an older band. I get how you'd know them, and I wouldn't.
See, here we go.
What we're going to do here is you'll notice our canvas with all different colors of the crayons are placed here, and what we're going to do is leave this in the car and essentially just see how long it takes to melt and what that art is going to look like. So for that next update, stay tuned in the next half hour. Only thing that we've been doing, one thing we're going to be showing you not too later on in the show, is cookies that we have been slowly baking in this car. So stay tuned in just a little bit. We're going to have a live taste testing on how these cookies just turned out.
Yeah, Jordan's been outside for 5:36. We were cooking these cookies in a car because it's so hot.
Yeah, you know, temperatures of cars can get, upwards of 150+ degrees. Now, it's obviously not as warm as you want to bake cookies, but I figured give it a shot,
It only needs to be like, what, 350?
I am only, yeah.
And we should let you people know that these are what are they? You can eat them raw.
You can eat them raw or cooked.
Or
and that was my first question, because they're about to get everyone on air sick. Yeah. So it's just like,
they won't.
But let's test it out.
They're very soft. I'm curious to see what everyone thinks. Well, it has been another cloudy morning here across the region, even with a few showers around as well. You can see not really much from our tower camera here as it is in the clouds, as some of those showers have worked their way throughout the morning hours. Notice the showers into northeastern Pennsylvania continuing to drop south, western Tompkins County, even into parts of Chemung County, looking at some shower activity. But then you'll notice some of those thicker clouds in Broome and Chenango County. We are remaining dry for the most part right now, but there is a potential for some isolated showers today as we're continuing to see some moisture in from the north as this upper level low circulates, but it'll slowly work its way off to the north and east off the coast of New England as we work through our day, which will give us some sunshine for the afternoon. 59 in Delhi and Storuca. The rest of us are in the lower 60s here. 61 at the airport and 62 in Vestal. Yesterday, there was a pocket of heavy rain that worked its way from the north to the south, and there was a record set at the Binghamton airport. 1.9 inches of rain fell yesterday, which beat the previous record of 1.48 inches in the year 2000. Now, this is the rainfall for specifically July 29th. Now, that's important as we talk about the forecast here, as we do have the potential for some heavier rainfall this weekend as well. But we'll get into the details in just a minute. Isolated showers, rumble of thunder possible today. National Weather Service going to do a survey in Brookfield, New York, in Madison County later today, as there was a potential tornado that occurred. There was multiple eyewitness reports of one that occurred, as well as a velocity signature on radar and a CC, or correlation coefficient drop, which indicates some debris that was being lifted. So we'll share the updates with you later today once that survey is conducted. Friday and Saturday going to remain dry, but like I mentioned, we are tracking the potential for some heavy rainfall on Sunday. Over the next few hours, you'll notice some clouds remain around, some showers possible dropping in from the north. But as that upper level low shifts to the north and east, you'll notice how we begin to clear out here, a mixture of sun and clouds, but few showers are still possible before we are dry overnight, with some patchy fog possible as we get into the morning hours on our Friday. Then we're looking at sunshine for our day for Friday. Now let's talk about Sunday. Ahead of this cold front that's going to work its way through, our flow is going to switch to the southwest, which will advect some of that moisture in from the Gulf. Precipitable water will be increasing, which means the higher content of available moisture in the atmosphere. And you'll notice for Sunday, we are under that slight risk of excessive rainfall. So make sure to stay up to date with the forecast in case any first alerts are needed for that heavy rain potential on Sunday. We're watching it closely, too, because of how saturated the soil here already is, given the rainfall we have seen over the past few days. We were in the 80s for Friday and Saturday. Nice stretch of weather for next week.